What is going on, everybody? The time has come. The time has come. The time you have been waiting for all year. Something that I've been working on since the 1st of January. It is the 2023 iconic Murray NJ08 Video Game of the Year Awards. That's right. The encore of the year-end series. That's right. I end every year-end series and awards the playlist with Game of the Year. That is the big one. I hope you enjoyed the rest of them. I hope you enjoyed Music Album of the Year. I hope you enjoyed Indie Album. I hope you enjoyed our new ones that we added. Each year we try to add a new segment to the year-end series. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. And now, the big one. So, I originally started with 50. I tried to get it down to 10. I tried to do something different this year and maybe just do a top 5. Kind of like, similar to like the Game Awards on TV, Jeff Keighley. Then I said, nah, you know what? We got to do 15. And then I said, no, we got to do 20. The reason being is that 2023 is one of the biggest, craziest years in video gaming. That may seem cliche. I think everybody will agree. 2023 was one of the most iconic, craziest games for AAA, for indie, for mobile. And the problem is that things were neck and neck right to the very end. There are so many games that didn't make the top 20 because it's just not possible. I would have to keep going and going and going. And this video would be hours long, right? And I don't want this video to be that long. I want to be in and out, let you guys know what I think personally was the best of the best. Not saying that other video games on this that were not on this list were not as good. It's just I tried to be my personal 20 that meant the most to me. When it came down to winner of the year, it's something that sat with me for days. And I tell you, it could have went either way. And 2023 was incredible from the get-go right to the end. So, we got a brand new Keurig machine. Got some great hard, strong coffee. I've been practicing. I've been staying up on this. As you know, Game of the Year is something that I take very seriously. Let's get into it. Starting at number 20. Wild Hearts on the PlayStation 5. One that I think a lot of people forgot about. Wild Hearts was such a big, amazing game. Reminded me a lot of like Monster Hunter with a lot of similar elements, but a lot of its own. And, you know, because it came out pretty early, a lot of people, you know, by this time of year, don't really talk too much about it. You owe it to yourself to check out Wild Hearts. Add it to your backlog for next year. A game that we're going to be covering next year on stream. Because remember, not all these games I covered on stream. Dead Space Remake. I usually have a thing with remasters and remakes, but because this was such a well-done remake and this was really built from the ground up, I felt it definitely definitely should wind up on the 18th spot. I'm counting backwards, but my notes put it from 1 to 20. Dead Space Remake. What a great remake, especially coming right after the Callisto Protocol, which was a kind of a holdover for Dead Space, but I loved Callisto. I didn't have a problem with it. The Dead Space Remake is where it's at, and that's why it made the 18th spot. Number 17. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was 19. See, the stupid thing is, I'm just going to keep going. I'm not even going to worry about numbers. Sonic Superstars on the PS5. Awesome. Awesome game. Great Sonic game. Was a turn to form in a lot of ways. I absolutely loved Sonic Superstars. I think the blue blur I liked Frontiers last year. I really did enjoy that one. I thought that was different. But Sonic Superstars was more my style. Remnant 2 on the Series X. I also played it on Steam Deck. Remnant 2 was great. I was a big fan back in the day of Remnant. I felt that like nobody was really talking about this game until it came out. But I was hyped right until release date. So Remnant 2 was a fantastic game. Lords of the Fallen on Steam Deck. I had a blast with it. I really did. A lot of people gave the first game crap. And I thought that Lords of the Fallen really improved from the first one. I thought that the glitches and everything that was wrong really, they did a better job in this game. People, of course, comparing it, Souls-like, comparing it to Dark Souls, Demon Souls. I don't have it of its own to fairly judge it. Was it the greatest game? No. It still had its problems. But I remembered it. I enjoyed it. I put a lot of time into it. And I really liked Lords of the Fallen. Definitely worthy of the list. Street Fighter 6 on the PS5. Street Fighter 6. Put a lot of time into this on the PS5. Put a lot of time to it on the Steam Deck and still play both versions and still cover the DLC. I go on, I buy outfits, I buy colors, we have events. I go on there and chill. It's a great streaming game. And I go on weekly. I'm always returning to it. And I put a lot of time into it, and it's a great game. It's a fun game. A lot of the problems with Street Fighter V were fixed in this one. People seem to be really enjoying it competitively, non-competitively. I like the offline modes. I like the online modes. I like the balancing. I like the character selection, and I can't wait to see what's in the future. Sea of Stars on the Nintendo Switch. I also bought it on the PS5, and I also bought it on the Steam Deck. Great game, obviously. It won my Indie of the Year, so big ups. That studio was fantastic. They got rid of that loser bum, the confectionist, or whatever that he calls himself, Gerard, the scammer. Not going to get into him on this, but Sea of Stars, one of the greatest games this year. I'm going back to it, and I'm streaming it for 2024. Beautiful game, by the way. Final Fantasy 16. Amazing. I'm going to be going back to that game and putting more time into it on my next replay, which will be on stream. We did start it on stream. And put many hours into it and loved every bit of it. Resident Evil 4 Remake. Yeah, that far along the list. Same applies with Dead Space, but I think Resident Evil 4, I mean, it's a brand new game, really, if you think about it. It's built from the ground up. The graphics were fantastic. The controls were fantastic. Looks so good on the PS5. It plays great on the Steam Deck. Big ups to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've been playing Village on there, and I've been playing 4. It's amazing. I bought a Backbone. Mobile is not mobile like you think. Mobile is now just another source of platform, and should be taken seriously going forward. And let me tell you something, it runs great on it, on my iPhone, but I played mostly on the PC and PS5. Big ups to Resident Evil. Capcom killed it this year. Forza Motorsport Series X. I bought a wheel for it. I bought the pedals, the clutch. I bought the DLC. I bought the collector's edition. I bought the car pass, the VIP. I love it. I'm a big Forza fan. As you know, Forza Horizon had won my Game of the Year that year. And that's hard to do. You know, I say fighting games and racing games are hard to win. And they were 100% worthy of that. So big ups to the Turn 10 Microsoft Studio. Beautiful game. Mortal Kombat 1 on the PS5. Ed Boon. Just got done streaming some Quan Chi. Yeah, I mean, same applies to what I said about Street Fighter 6. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. I grew up playing Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter in the arcades down the Jersey Shore in the day. Big ups to Wildwood, Seaside Heights. And, that it really brings the nostalgia to it. But I really enjoyed Mortal Kombat. I think the season pass is great. The Combat Pass with Omni-Man, Homelander, Ermac, Quan Chi. So been enjoying that, been enjoying covering it on the channel, been enjoying, the seasonal skins, the cosmetics. The story mode was great. I thought it was really cool. And I'll be continuing playing it, covering the Combat Pass, and streaming it all into 2024. Diablo 4 on the PS5 and Steam Deck. Big Diablo fan, big fan of Blizzard. Also bought the Diablo 2 Resurrection. I was a big fan of 3. I put thousands of hours into 3 on multiple platforms. And 4 looks like I'll be doing the same. I really do like 4. I think Lilith is such a great iconic villain, a great character. She's awesome. She was my wallpaper. She was my profile. She's awesome. She's sick. She's insane. The cutscenes, the CG animated scenes were just incredible. Blizzard is on another level. Diablo 4, fun as hell. Hogwarts Legacy. When I got done playing with it early last year, or early this year, I thought it was going to be Game of the Year. And I said, I know I have a whole year yet to go, but it's my Game of the Year. And at the time it was. And I could definitely see it being people's Game of the Year now. And it came, pretty close, obviously. I think it's an amazing game. I can't wait to go back to it. I can't wait to stream more of it. I think that game is fantastic. It's beautiful. It's huge. And it really captures the spirit and magic of Harry Potter, even though it has none of the characters in it. The main characters. And it's fantastic. Lies of P, which, when I did play it, was my Game of the Year. Again, things change. But it's still up there on the list. And I was telling Lies of P from the beginning. They told me to shut up. When the demo came out, people started figuring it out. By the time the retail came out, even people that missed the demo were all in. There's a lot of Souls-like games that even made its own genre. Lies of P is one that got it. Lies of P is one that did it. Lies of P is one of the best games this year. Do not miss it. Starfield on Steam and the Series X. Put a lot of time into this sucker. I am going to be turning it to stream with a new playthrough. Was Starfield the end-all, be-all that we all imagined it would be? No. Is it the next Fallout 3? Is it the next Skyrim in space? I don't think so, but I think it's a lot better than people think it is. And I noticed today it's getting back in the talks. People are returning to it. People are playing it. It's got a player base. And rightfully so. I think Starfield, what happens is that when games or music albums get so hyped from being either delayed or from being overhyped, they get a real fine-tooth comb on them when they come out. And they have to be perfectionally perfect. And I believe that Starfield went through that. But for what it is, I think it's a great game. Could it have had a lot of improvements? Of course it could. It had a lot of fast travel. And people were expecting like the second coming of Christ. It definitely wasn't that. But I could see them building upon it. And, it's a stepping stone and a learning experience for them. But I think Starfield is fun, excellent, and I had a good time with it. and it did really catch me on surprise. So I enjoyed it. Super Mario Wonder on the Switch, enough said. Great game. I could see this even being people's game of the year. A real return to form, some great new mechanics, so colorful, so pretty on the OLED on the Switch. Elephant Mario, enough said. All along, a great platformer. Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Switch. Gonna be game of the year on many, many, many lists. Very deserving. Could have been on this one if it wasn't for such a great game. Great gaming year. Year of gaming, however you want to say it. Put it to you this way. Breath of the Wild, as good as it was, I think this is even better. The whole building mechanic, the whole, creating your own creations and using them in the game, and having the cloud world and the underworld and the massive world and the massive landscape. And it's just incredible that Nintendo can do this, and incredible how they can get it to run on a Switch after all these years. Big ups to the Big N. Link does it again. Alan Wake 2 on the Series X. Whoa. Just imagine how good Alan Wake 1 was. We're doing a remastered playthrough right now that I'm in the middle of still. Alan Wake 2 is just incredible on all points, on all fronts. Just incredible. Sam Lake, the whole Remedy team, they kicked it out of the park. They did an amazing job. Really good game. Crazy graphics, crazy gameplay. The whole cutscene things with the real, the real videos, the real movies, cutscenes, great acting, great gameplay, great story, very scary, amazing. Alan Wake 2, killed it. Not an easy follow-up to Alan Wake 1. All right, coming in at number 2 and number 1. You probably figured it out if you've been following video gaming this year. The the top 2 on the Murray NJ08 video game of the year is Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 and Baldur's Gate 3 on the PC and now PS5. Who is second and who is the winner? Let's announce the winner, then you obviously can figure out who's number 2. The winner! And this, guys, this was extremely close. And according to me, it could have went either way. Either way. Without a flinch. But I had to come up with a winner because we can't have 2 winners. The winner of the Murray NJ08 Video Game of the Year is Baldur's Gate 3 by Larian Studios. And I put on the PC. Because that's where I put most of the time. Whoa! And now announcing a PS5 playthrough in 2024. There you go. Special for my viewers. And coming in at number 2 at a close winner is Spider-Man 2 on the PS5, which I thought was a freaking phenomenal freaking game. Big ups to all the amazing video games this year. And super congratulations to Larian Studio and their successful Baldur's Gate 3. I don't want to be snarky. I've had Baldur's Gate 3 for years in open access, and I used to tell people how great this game was, and they never wanted to hear me. Big gaming journalists used to tell me, people used to delete my comments on threads because I used to talk about Baldur's Gate 3 so much. Here we are years later. Retail came out, and it won multiple Game of the Year awards. So, what does Murray know? You know what I mean? I've only been playing games since I'm like 3. Amazing. The Video Game Awards of 2023 are in the books. Happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas. And I hope you enjoyed the year of Murray and J08. 2024 is going to be just as big, and I really can't wait to hear from all you guys next year and see you. And enjoy your holiday, guys. Enjoy your time off. And spend it with family, okay? And play some good video games. And let me know in the comments below what was your game of the year, if you agree with this list, what you would have added, what you would have taken away. Honorable mention, Disney Speedstorm. Come on. Big ups to them. RoboCop came out of nowhere. Real great game. We had some amazing games. Amazing games. There was many honorable mentions. And, there were some good ones. There was definitely some good ones. WWE 2K23 was a blast. I had so many hours into that. So there's a lot of honorable mentions. Hope next year is going to be good. I cannot wait for Tekken 8. I've been playing the demo. You guys should check me out on stream doing the preview demo. I'm really looking forward to that. We got The Last of Us 2 remastered remake coming out next year. It's going to be a big year, guys. It's going to be a huge, huge year next year. So hope you're going to join me for it. Take care. Until next year, on the year-end series awards of 2024, this series is at an end. And hope you enjoyed it throughout the last few months. Take care, guys.